Hi everyone, just want to say good evening and hope you're all keeping well. I would like to just take you on a little trip around a section of our rescue. As a rescue, we have evolved mainly into two categories. One is for cats who are critically ill, and the other is for cats with severe disabilities. In and amongst, we do sometimes get healthy, happy cats that have fallen in unfortunate times. But this evening, I would like to show you around our very busy critical care centre, also known as our Pawspital. You may have been following the story of Cottontail, our poor little 4-year-old cat who has got a fractured jaw. Severe infection. The jaw injury is between 4 and 6 weeks old, and she had the first of her surgical procedures yesterday, the second today, and we are sure there will be many more in the future. Unfortunately, she is very, very poorly, is unable to eat herself, is on intravenous fluids, and we are also feeding her Royal Canin recovery liquid. And in addition, she's on very strong pain relief and antibiotics. In our second unit, we have Betty. Betty is a Bengal who undoubtedly has been literally bred to death. She now is receiving palliative care from us. She has a squamous cell carcinoma tumour under her tongue, which is completely inoperable. Betty is eating specialist food called Recovery, which is basically mush. It's not very appetising, but it's good for her. And there she is. She's beautiful. But unfortunately, she's very poorly. Betty is also on very strong pain relief and antibiotics to try and ward off any infection. This is Capelia. Capelia is deaf and blind and has quite severe dental disease and is currently awaiting dental surgery next week. He's probably our most well cat in our Pawspital at the moment. He's just having a little wash before we put his new bed in. He's very sweet and appears very happy. He likes the finer food in life. Here he's got applause chicken and duck, I think. There he is. This is Tobias. Tobias is a very poorly boy. He is the second of our fractured jaw cats, and he is also being fed by a feeding tube the rather expensive Royal Canin recovery liquid. These cats with these broken jaws, we've never had anything like it with so many of them. We are feeding them and nursing them around the clock. They are on very strong pain relief, receiving lots of TLC, and they cannot eat normally, like I say, so they are being tube fed. This is Buttercup. Buttercup is supposed to be on bed rest. She, believe it or not, does have a broken leg and is still on pain relief for it. This is her bed and launch pad and her swinging banana. Buttercup is 6 weeks into her recovery now and will be having x-rays next week. Many of you will have been following the story of Penny Gent, who was brutally kicked in the head and resulting in a horrendous fracture to her jaw, and ended up having hours and hours of surgery against the clock. She is also being tube fed and really should be starting to eat now, but she thinks that she's a bit too posh to nosh. She likes the finer things, like being brushed and cuddled, baking bread on a bed, and generally being pampered. And finally, this is Carol and Derrick, who are both very sick, both receiving intravenous fluid therapy. They are brother and sister and have a very nasty infection and low glucose levels. As you can see, they are very, very poorly. And we will be nursing these two around the clock, trying to feed them a little bit, giving them glucose, and hopefully, by divine miracle, they may start feeling a little bit better as the evening wears on. So as you can see this evening, we are very, very busy in the rescue. We do really appreciate all the support that everyone gives us to enable us to do what we do. We do hope that the support will continue and that we can continue our specialist work in caring for the most sick, injured and abused cats and kittens in Bradford. Massive thank you to everyone who supports us, and especially to our wonderful team at Northcote Vets, who are so compassionate, kind, skilled and support our work relentlessly. Hope you all have a lovely evening, and I will send some more updates tomorrow from our Pawspital. Thank you.